And well, my number one choice of engine, to probably no one's surprise, is the Big Daddy topper, the 3.5. I'm just kidding. This is the 5-liter Coyote V8, and if you guys have been following the channel, you'll know that this has been my number one engine for some time now. And well, here she is, a good old naturally aspirated V8 engine. You gotta love it. This 5-liter is a dual overhead cam, naturally aspirated V8, putting down 400 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque, which out of a 5-liter package is pretty impressive power figures. And the internals on this thing are pretty tough as well. We got a fully forged crankshaft, fully forged connecting rods, 4-bolt mains, as well as spray-on iron liners. So she's a pretty compact, tough package. I guess the biggest thing I like about this engine is the reliability. This engine made its debut in 2011, and since then Ford has ironed out and tweaked this engine pretty well since then. We're currently on the 4th gen of this engine, and in my opinion, this is the most reliable engine on the market right now. We don't have turbos to worry about, so that eliminates another set of failure points. We don't have diesel emissions to worry about like we have in the 3-liter. And like other naturally aspirated V8s in the segment, we don't have valve train issues to worry about, just like we see on both the GM V8s, the 6.2 and the 5.3, and to a lesser extent, the 5.7-liter Hemi. And that's the main reason why I left the GM V8s off this list, because of the prevalence of lifter failures with those engines. Now, I know someone will point out that in 2021, these 5-liter Coyotes do now come with cylinder deactivation. I haven't heard a sniff about issues with the cylinder deactivation since then, and well, it's been 4 years. This engine is a dual overhead cam setup, meaning that the cylinder deactivation system, which lies within the rocker arms, is vastly different than your typical pushrod V8, which we see with the GM engines. And well, I'm not saying that this cylinder deactivation technology is fantastic, but it does seem to be vastly more reliable. In terms of performance, this 5-liter also punches above its weight on my towing loop pulling hills. This engine was neck and neck for the most part with the much larger 6.2-liter V8 from GM, and with the smaller V8, the 5.3-liter from GM, it left it in the dust on just about every metric. In my opinion, this 5-liter is just a very well-rounded engine. It's reliable, it's relatively simple compared to other modern engines. It's powerful, it tows well, it's efficient, and there's plenty of examples out there of high mileage engines showing that it has some pretty good longevity as well.